Welcome to Scentonomics. Today we're going to be doing a first impression on Dazzle Intense by Haramain. So Dazzle Intense by Haramain is this new fragrance that, well, actually I don't know if it's new or not. The year of release or the release date isn't really available to us. But I just heard about this thanks to Fragboy Stewie. Shout out to him, and you should also check out his channel if you haven't already done so. So he had talked about this in one of his videos, and he had really hyped it up. And so when I got home, I was watching his video and I was outside. I got home and I tried to purchase this, but on Beauty Spin, they literally ran out by the time I got home, which was like, an hour later. So thank you, Fragboy Stewie, Sai, for hyping this up. Anyway, I had to get my bottle from overseas, from Kuwait, and so that took me a while for it to get here. But overall, it did come in yesterday, and so here it is, my first impression. This is what the bottle looks like. It rests in a little throne, so it's got like a little place for it to sit in. Fits in there nice and snug, more or less. Like I said, I think it looks like a duck, so, if you can picture a duck. And then it has like a little, fake crystal on top. It comes in this plastic casing, which isn't too protective. I think it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of but whatever. In terms of the actual bottle, here it is, Dazzle Intense. It's basically marketed for women, but it does, I guess, is basically unisex fragrance. I think if you feel like you can pull it off, I'm pretty sure you can do so. In terms of the atomizer, let's see how it works. So it does have a decent distribution, and in terms of the smell, it's kind of floral. So I think it would be good for somebody who is a little metrosexual or is into kind of having that modern scent. For somebody who is like a manly man, it's probably wouldn't suit you, or probably wouldn't like it. In terms of the notes, I don't really get the orange or tangerine note that it says is in there. I do smell jasmine and the orris, the plum. So the mid is kind of pretty strong. Also the musk and vanilla, I can kind of faintly see how it's there and why it's there. In terms of, I think presentation, I do like how it looks. I wish maybe if the bottle wasn't like horizontal and was more vertical, like how we're used to, or if it was kind of uniform in terms of its shape, that might be nicer. Every time I look at it, I just think of a duck, so that I think I ruined it for myself by thinking that. So in terms of the presentation or how the bottle looks, it's pretty good. Maybe if I was to, early rate it or pre-rate it or whatever the word for that would be, I would give it maybe an 8 for presentation. Performance, I don't know how it's going to perform because I just sprayed it, but I think it seems like it's one of those that will last maybe, let's say, if I had to guess, I would say probably would be maybe project for about, let's say, an hour to 2 hours maybe. Maybe in terms of how long it lasts, I think it seems like it's one of those long-lasting fragrances that would probably, be on your skin for a good maybe, 8 to 10 hours, I would say. In terms of, this overall impression, I would think I would give it an 8. Scentonomic factor, to throw that in there. Like I said, on Beauty Spin, it was for $34, so I think I would give it a very high score for the Scentonomic factor. In terms of taking the smell and everything into consideration, it smells awesome. I actually like the smell a lot, and I would give it a 9 for the Scentonomic factor. However, the one sad part is after Fragboy Stewie's video, there are none available. I bought this for $63 from Kuwait, and so probably it was 30-something dollars for the actual fragrance and the remainder for the shipping. So if you can find it locally, like I live in California, so if you can find it within the US, probably get it for a better price. I just wanted to try it out because it was talked about so much. I think it's a pretty good fragrance. So overall, my impression is, like for a first initial impression, I would give it an 8 out of 10. It seems like it's a good fragrance. Minus this cover, I think everything is good overall. And if you can get over the fact that it looks like a duck, or maybe it didn't look like a duck to you until I mentioned it, keeping out the duck aspect of it, I think it's a pretty good bottle. I also think it's unisex, so anybody can use it. Like in my case, I think I'd like it. Maybe hopefully my wife will like it. So I think it's a good fragrance. So in terms of a first impression, I think I'm pretty pleased. And so I just would like to end on that note that I would recommend that anybody that likes a little on the floral side scents, then you should give this one a shot. So that was our first impression video of Dazzle Intense by Al Haramain. And this is Nabil signing off from Scentonomics, where every cent counts.